Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, is caught hiding a bag of crack cocaine for his lunch.
Please subscribe, share, and comment.
Thank you. Western leaders as well as Westerners can't be models for others. Let's agree at least on this premise.
Many of us have already seen the video of the French President Emmanuel Macron trying to hide his crack cocaine breakfast or meal.
I'm not inventing anything, the hard evidence is right here in front of us.
But as shameless and uncivilized Westerners are, they have always resorted to denying everything they do or they are caught doing. This is why Emmanuel Macron didn't wait a second to deny the evidence by labeling the leaked video as a Russian smear campaign against him. These Europeans and their American cousins always pretend to have high morals, but they will always fall on the low moral spectrum.
Welcome to the Western world of crack cocaine addicts and degenerates.
I hope black people, especially black Africans, have already learned a lesson from Emmanuel Macron's crack cocaine scandal and other stories. Westerners such as Emmanuel Macron and people in his cabinet thought that others are so stupid and gullible that they would believe them when they said Macron just picked up a dirty tissue on the table. I have not seen this thing before, but I believe that normal people don't put a dirty tissue in their pocket. They throw it in the trash can or leave it on the table. I don't think Macron and people in his government considered the rest of us as intelligent people before they came up with their rebuttal or explanation. I wonder if there will ever be any other time than this one for anybody to finally and fairly label the Western so-called civilized world as the world of crackheads, degenerates, and uncivilized people. History has shown us that there has never been anything grandiose about the so-called Western civilization.
And there is nothing morally, intellectually, socially, culturally, economically, and technologically appealing about Westerners right now.
Speaking about technology, well, most of the inventions the humanity enjoys daily comes from the ingenuity of black people, precisely black Americans. But for centuries, Western imperialists have engaged in dishonest practices through their propagandist media, as an attempt to bury the truth. Westerners are well known for lying, deceiving, and engaging in all sorts of degeneracy and cruelty. So, the French President Emmanuel Macron was simply doing the only thing he is good at, which is lying and deceiving. It is embarrassing to hear African so-called leaders taking orders from Western leaders. It is embarrassing to watch African so-called leaders degrade themselves in front of crackhead Western leaders like Macron. It is also shameful to see African so-called academics or intellectuals often regurgitating the viewpoints of their Western mentors and Western academics instead of coming up with their own viewpoints or thinking for themselves. Black people in Africa and in the Caribbean, who continue to worship Europeans or regard Westerners as models, are not only delusional but also dangerous to the black society.
President Emmanuel Macron of France can keep smoking 3 pounds of cocaine a day, and it doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is the fact that African so-called leaders receive orders and seek governing advices from deranged people like President Macron.